Hello, and welcome back for start of Deluge. I believe it's Deluge. Now, full truth, I've played some multiplayer here. I kinda know what I have to do to start with, so it won't be the entirely same start as everybody else. So it'll be a little bit different. Excuse me, sorry about that. It's going to be a little bit different. We're going to start a little slower, but it will lead to some good comedy and some new machinery and a grand old time. So let's jump into the mud, shall we? What? 35 fuel to start? That sounds like a lot. Now, because I've done some multiplayer, I already have the Lynx here, so that's already here. We can start with that. So I'm not going to though. I'm going to go as though I didn't start with it and take the Malamute. But we're going to do some exploring, and we're going to lay down some sand to start and some bridges. And we're going to get ourselves a nice path laid down. Operation Deluge, Eastern Europe, autumn. Season of harsh weather caused local river to overflow, damaging the old dam and multiple vital facilities. Your company is known to be reliable, so it was called in to provide all necessary support.
Lots of folks are flooded out of here. We have our work cut out for us, that's for sure. Since you'll need your base of operations up and running, I recommend checking out the machine yard. From there, you can drive up to Sandwing, the settlement next door. I'm sure you'll find a good spot. Oh, and that cool Lynx Scout vehicle we prepared for you? Well, it's somewhere. You can laugh, but I don't know where exactly, as nobody bothered keeping proper records. At least I know that you can find it in the Eastern Highlands.
Alright, thanks Kelly. I'm pretty sure it's there too, so let's get rolling. Find this path we gotta take over to the other base. Because we're gonna go for the base first instead of the Lynx. Like I said, it's gonna be a bit different than everyone else. So just because I've already seen what's gonna need to be done, we could say. So I've gotten a bit of a walkthrough of this, so I will turn this into a bit of a preemptive walkthrough. So up here, there's quite the drop off into a very washed out area, as you can see along here. So actually gonna go back to here and take this route through the swamp. So you can find ways around if you're in one of the smaller scouts, but with this one, it can just creep along the edge here without too much trouble. But again, if you're in the smaller scouts and a little bit concerned, don't forget to hit your terrain scanner. Pop that off a couple times as you're crossing through, and you should be okay. Hang a Randy here, go through this mud. Few stumps there. Oh, more stumps. And that was probably another one. Yeah. One of those burnt forest stumps. All hiding in the moss and foliage in the mud. And so here's where we're going to want to cross the river. Now, like I said, I got a little heads up, so I know we're going to be crossing this river quite a bit later on. So we're going to set things up now. We're going to run our sand from our home base here all the way to our scout, and we're going to level it off because this whole area is sand quarry. And the sooner we do it, the sooner it's done and ready for everything to use later, because there's lots going on over here and then towards up here. So we're gonna end up putting down lots of sand here to fill in all this mud and water. So grab a coffee, tea, other beverage, and a snack. Pet the dog, cat, settle in. We're gonna start roadcrafting. So my new idea is a little bit different, and again, hopefully different than what most people are gonna show. And I'm gonna start with the bowhead out front. It doesn't get all spilly and silly like the bagel does, so it's just not the smartest AI. So I've dubbed it Bonehead, and we're gonna start them somewhere around here. I think looks like a good area to launch them. And we'll back up and drop some more. And we're just gonna run him all the way to the scout. Dropping sand along the way. Now, none of them reverse over their own piles very well, and it was a little frustrating at first. So I kind of, whoops, there we go. See, it doesn't like multiple inputs either. Oh, so it was slightly frustrating that they can't go over their own piles or anything that hasn't been flat. But if you pre-ordered, then you can have 3 large quarry dump trucks by this point in the game. Well, by sunken, really. So if that's your priority, you can have 3 large dump trucks by sunken, and you can start doing this method with your 2 small dozers. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a sand truck, and then a dozer, and then a sand truck, and then a dozer, and then a sand truck, and then a dozer. So that way everybody drops a little bit more sand as they go, and it gets flattened in between each pass. So it's gonna be a little slow at first, but it'll pick up and make things a lot smoother moving forward. As you can see in the top right, we don't need to worry about fuel tokens or credits. We got tons of coins and tons of tokens, and we own all the equipment we need for everything here, but I haven't purchased all the newer equipment that we could use here. So there's always the possibility of enlarging the fleet. So we'll definitely be doing that. There'll be certain vehicles that I want to try, and other vehicles that I think will be essential. So we'll get there eventually after we do some sanding and some dozing, and we rinse and repeat a couple times. But you know, it's just how it is. It's Roadcraft, right? So it's not Mud Runner or Snow Runner. It's whoop, missed. See, that multi-input doesn't like it. It's about the roads and building the infrastructure rather than just plowing through the terrain. Plus, if you build this route preemptively, like well before you need to, then all of the scrap materials you find along the way, you can pick up with other vehicles that are going to follow, and you can kind of just shuttle your fleet across the map while doing tasks and objectives along the way, or like side jobs like the scrapper or logging or something like that that you want to do for fun or for credits. Did I go the wrong way? No, this is where I turn. Yeah, okay, good. Good. Slightly concerned for a minute there. Without the waypoints to follow, it's a lot easier to get lost. Downside to Google Maps not working out in these kind of places, I guess. So the road can't be on the map if the road's not there yet. Whoa. We're gonna try and dump a little more on that hill. Definitely need it. Try and get over here along this side. Yeah, see? Boop. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm going to start moving the crew along here shortly as we get all this sand down. Because nothing against the bowhead, it does a fantastic job. But we're gonna need lots of sand down here. Because that's a lot of water we're cutting through, and just don't think he's got the capacity for it. So we're gonna bring out the big boys to the rusty and the leaky bagels. So we're still going to get them across with the sand, but this is where we'll call in the big boys. We need lots of sand along here, so we're bringing it to right there. So we'll throw down a little purple flag for a road sign, because we really don't want to follow the path the scout took, so we just want to go as straight as narrow as we can. It'll be easier for us later, and if any AI have to run it, it'll be easier for them as well. And if they didn't patch it out, the sand should destroy any of the trees and stumps that it bowls over. So we shouldn't have to worry too much about those, especially after a dozing or two. Oh yeah, see, there it goes, missing some. The double input roasted me. But this is also why we're bringing the others through. And now I'm kind of hoping that the dozers will smooth those humps out a bit. We'll back them up a couple times and run it over a little bit extra to smoothen those spots, but I'm not too sure the way he's not driving through here. It keeps running into a stump. But yeah, it'll get through, and the road will get done and sanded. So not going to go about paving it just yet. We just want to get through and maybe kill some stumps and bury them in sand. So but yeah, he hits a stump, and then all his sand dumps, and then it destroys everything. So slow but sure, we're making it through. We'll hopefully get this ironed out sometime. That twist. My word, the twist. Oh, there's another stump, I think. Alright, made it through. Missed a little bit there, but that's okay. It's not the only dump truck that's going to be running this route. What's wrong? Oh, look at that. Look at that stump. Oh man. I just annihilated myself there. Right over it. Here we go. Hit it, sand, hit it. Make it break. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, see, the sand got it eventually. This is just gonna be a utility road at first anyway, I do believe. Oh, and I hit another stump. Man, these stumps. Yeah, it's the same one I hit with the Scout. Of course I did. Of course I did. Oh, of course I did. And now I'll just dump sand on it and it'll disappear. There it goes. Gone. See a stump. Oh, I'm outside the quarry now. There's another stump. See a stump. There we are. We made it to the Scout. Let's head back to the shop down our little sandy trail here. Now, yes, these two are better and wider, but that's not what we're after. We just want to get it flat enough for the bagels to go down and do their leaky thing. And I'm going to send those two after. Oh, there's another forklift, 5K. Excuse me, pardon. Sorry about that. This way I spend less time bringing machines back towards the base, and I can work them all forward. Sorry about that. Crazy camera angles again. And again, just because the dozer's lack of blade width, I'm going to hold off on any like reversing and smoothing or anything like that with him for now, except for maybe a couple of these bigger spots here. I think we'll back up and hit those again. They actually might high center the bagel, so you never know. This one won't, but you never know about those other ones in that bagel. Plus, any spots this one misses, the wider bucket will fill in, or the wider blade, sorry. But yeah, so if you go over a bump like that multiple times, it'll smoothen out. See? Especially if you've dropped like a bigger one like this. Just back it off. Go back to where you're at a nice height. And go forward again. Same with a spot like this. If you want to push this mound further into the water, back up a bit. And then move forward. Almost there. Now we'll reverse one more time, and then push forward to level it all off. You can see we're going further back than we did the first time. That's so it smoothens out everything in between both pushes. And then when we get there, it almost crosses the water, but not quite, because we did the same thing again at this end. So here's where you can back off and do it again. We'll try to get a good view of how uneven this is. Whoa, and how bad my driving is. Okay, so now that I kind of screwed that up, I gotta take it out of marching. Because if I try to go forward with my blade down right now, it's going to ruin all our road work. So just back up here and go in the direction I want. Make sure we're hitting the old sand flatten, and away we go again. Now, the reason I didn't turn the dozer around is because I've been leveling in the one direction. It might throw off my level coming this way. So rather than try and turn them around and almost ruin things like I did when I came off the edge there, it's better to back them up and push it forward into your hole or the spot you missed than to turn around and push sand out of where you don't want it. Like right here, push forward and stop partway through this hill because I dumped way too much. And then I can push it forward again and it's scraping down. Now this pass should almost be level. Smaller hump. But then if we stop in our little hole there, the sand slides in. And then we can back up to the low spot. And plow that sand forward. And you can see how far it actually spread past where it was dropped. Which again, very handy. And actually, we're not done there. We're going to pull out the leaky bagel. Now, if you don't want them leaking, fire them up and open his tipper in your garage box. Dump some of that sand out. Now he's not going to leak in your yard or compound or whatever you call your garage areas or roads or anything like that where you don't want him leaking. Just dump some out in your garage box before you deploy, and he won't spill. Leaky problem solved. But the one good thing about leaky, which I'll kind of demonstrate here, is if you just keep his parking brake off, but constantly like a turbo mash refill, then he'll drop just the right amounts to run along the side of a road. Especially because he's uneven, and he'll always sprinkle to that side. If you notice the bottom left, I'm just turbo pressing down on the D-pad. And he's just gradually filling in the edge of the road here. I'm not using the throttle or anything like that. The sand he's dropping is pushing him along. I'm doing some steering input, but other than that, he's just leaking on his own into the spots I need him. And if he gets stuck, he just leaks a little more and gets unstuck. So I'm really not driving him, and he's kind of doing it on his own. I'm just turbo pressing down. So if you just need him to feather things out, this is how I go about it. He just drops those tiny amounts as he's going along until he drops a lot and actually opens his gate. And then he's probably on a bump or something where he can't get off. So, but that's how I feather along with him. And what I was doing there was just tapping A as I was driving, rather than holding it. So that way he just kind of moves along and dumps a bit as he goes. So it doesn't get as drastic as some might think. And just make sure you level them off the last little bit. Fill them back up. Especially on this corner where it's going to be really muddy, and I assume we're going to go that way, so might not be a bad idea to drop some extra here. So again, you don't have to worry too much about the smaller trees with the larger equipment, or if you're dropping sand. You can drop sand on the trees, and they won't mind. Oh, yeah, I am totally stuck on a stump, as per usual. But that's okay. We'll log him out of there with some sand. There he goes. Take that. Now I'm gonna try to get a little more on the left here this time, because we got to we kind of have to widen this part out a little more evenly, because there's just stuff on both sides, and I think that shed there might be permanent, and the sand wouldn't get rid of it for us. Oh, I'm off level. There we go. Sorry, 1 second. I gotta let the dog in. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Onward. And here's the rain. More rain. So again, this is a spot where we could have just let them leak along if we didn't want a lot of sand, but we're gonna make this fairly wide through here, so we're not too concerned if things aren't perfect. Especially on this pass. This is a spot where we'll want to drop some extra for this corner, so. Let's just whoa. And just hold the tipper up. Find a way to dump it all, slow but sure. Didn't even really get it where I wanted it. I was hoping to fill in this hole here, but we'll get it now. There we go. All right, giddy up. What are you stuck on? Your own high center, of course. Silly bagel. Alright, so another refill in dump. We just follow the brown sand road. See that last bit really comes out of there quite slow. Especially on the downhills. So watch out for that. Or use it to your advantage. Now let's see if we can get them back a bit. There we go. Get this spotty mist. There we go. Top things back off. And again, use leaky to your advantage. Just sprinkle it in where you need it. Pull them forward. Sprinkle it in. There's some benefits to him leaking all the time. You just gotta find them. You just gotta find them. And again, things like dumping sand in your garage box. That'll keep them from leaking on your roads, but definitely takes some getting used to. But once you figure out the quirks of the truck, then you can use those quirks. And then sometimes on the downhill, it's just it's not worth it to wait for that sand to drain out. So just throw the bucket back down and oh no, I'm doing the wrong way. There we go. The other thing is on the downhills you can not use the throttle as much once you're rolling. Hopefully we don't get stuck on our own sand here. Just like that. But we can just refill our way out. There we go. There. I think that's enough for what I'm going for here. Now, I'm going to get the scout out of the way here, even with the awful reverse noise, and switch over to the bowhead because he should be inside the range of the bagel, which is inside the range of the quarry. So we can take that out now, and we can refill him as much as we want from this area where he's parked. So, now the reason for that, and why it's good for us, is because the bagel can refill infinitely from the quarry. So just having him parked there, I'm never going to run out of sand for the bowhead here. I'll switch over, fill him. He's going to fill from the quarry, and now the bowhead's going to fill from him. And so now the bowhead has a constant supply of sand to build our base for our bridge. Because we need to get across here, and we're going to take a bridge. We're going to build a bridge. Haven't done a lot of bridge building, but we're surrounded by trees, and I'm pretty sure I saw them up there as available. So, if that's the case, we're going to build some bridges. Yeah, see, we got wooden bridges and metal bridges, so we're going to drop a wide wooden bridge across here. Preemptively, because I know that we're gonna need it there later, so that's spoiler alert. Yep, sorry. That's what I did the other day. I played some multiplayer, saw this region. I believe the second half. I saw some of the second half, not all, but some of the second half. So that's what I get up to off screen. I also scavenged Sojourn for roughly 40, I think, forklifts. So I made a good haul on those. That's almost 200k. As you can see, I'm up to 424. And yeah, I don't have all the equipment yet, so there's still some to buy, which that money will go towards as well. But if you've seen the new update, then you'll also know that there's 4 new vehicles coming to us sometime this month. So we'll start saving for those as well. Again, I would like to collect all the vehicles in this playthrough and open all the maps. And as far as the next playthrough that would go, when I would do, if I were to redo the, when I were to redo the regions, I would do them fairly, for lack of a better term, OCD, where everything gets paved out, or at least bare minimum, completely sanded. And AI don't ever have the risk of running into each other, so they don't intersect or crisscross or anything like that. And they can run non-stop for the entire campaign. There we go. That's that sanding done. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring him down, drop a bunch more. So that way this can be the base for our bridge. And we're gonna have to get sand across the river for our other bridge base, which shouldn't be too challenging. What you doing? There you go. Okay, well, guess that's all he's gonna dump at that angle. C'est la vie. Okay. I think that's enough dramatic sanding for now. And, come on. There we go. Oh. Okay, that's pretty level. So I'll just sprinkle some more in here with the refill feature. And yeah, now we'll see if we can't get him down the hill now. Over his own bumps. Nope. Not an option. Oh well. Got rid of that tree though. One less tree to worry about. Excuse me. Sorry. Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Coming through. Apologies, sorry about that. Um... Come on. Come on. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh well. Yeah, we got some stuff to do there. We're making our way towards the base. We'll send him out first. Excuse me. And if we need to, we'll send the rusty one. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Not great, but pretty good for now. So this is one of those spots where if you back up and drop your blade again, it'll scrape that spot down, so it's not bad. See there now? No, see, that's what I mean where turning off kinda ruins your road a bit, or at least the grade you head. But that's why I put extra sand on this corner, because I knew I was gonna have to do that. And then this way I can push that barrel and stuff out of the way as I go. And again, like I said, if we need to, we can send the rusty one again, or this one again before we pave. So, because that hill might need to be scraped from the top down. So. Which actually I think I am going to do. So, what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to back up to where the blade is kind of the highest it can get. And then I'm going to throw it in the sand flat. And then I'm going to go down the hill to the low spot. And the sand should flow a bit down here. And then once you're in the low spot, if you switch back over to March, it'll lift your blade and it'll leave just a little hump. That's when you reverse back to somewhere you had a nice grade going, like over here. And then drop back into flat. Now that corner's a lot smoother. Same with this hill. And even with this dozer, it's not the worst idea to go double wide. See again there, I turned into it and it pushed all the sand off to the side. But I can just back up to a low spot, shave down this high spot, and it'll help fill in that gap. Alright, so I'm going to hopefully not ruin the hill here by starting part way. But I just kind of want to follow this and start our bridge embankment, I believe. And then he starts to go down, so that's where we'll call it. Right about there. We can even back up to our low spot here and grade it again. There we go. One more there, and I think that'll be good. And this one will push right to the edge. There. Now it won't interfere with our bridge. Now, one option is to to do it all over again and grade it out some more, which I will before we pave, but just for the sake of getting things started, we're going to switch back over to the bowhead here, and we're going to do some infinite sand shenanigans. There we go. Now we're going. So we'll keep Leaky there nice and full for now. Whoa, bowhead, what are you doing? That was wild. So now the bowhead's got some weight to get over there. We'll see if we can't give this guy a push. Get him up vertical. Yeah, there we go. And now we'll do the top-down view to get us across the lake, river, whatever we got here. Whoa, don't go that way. Don't go that way. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Yeah, I don't think he likes water. Okay. There. You're out of the water, bowhead. Relax. We're going back in for a sec, though. It's gonna be okay. There. Now we want our bridge. Whoa. To not get the auto frame spikes. And we want to start here and head off in this general direction here where there's this split. So let's drop some sand. So that's the only one it's letting us see right now, so I don't know if I can get any more synced across here. I don't remember, so let's dispatch what I hope we'll get across here together. Actually, let's do this first. I don't know if he'll make it. Let's find out. I think the K700 will make it, but I don't know if this will. If this will make it across, then we can flatten out that sand and do our base. And then, yeah, okay. Okay, so it's not as deep as you think. It's okay. That looks like a hole there, though, to the right. But that made it. Okay. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get the bridge built first. What are you stuck on? Oh, I see what you're stuck on. Stumps. Good enough for a bridge. Now we'll place the bridge on there. Oh no. There we go. Something like that, maybe, for 6 logs. That looks pretty good. Check it out from this angle. Seems alright. Oh, no, 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 no. So, the thing with bridges and sand is, once you place the bridge, you cannot touch the sand. So, that's the other thing. And I kind of like this. Just barely goes over the bridge. A little bit of a slope to it. I think I can live with that. Now, the thing is getting other sand trucks over there to help build out that base. So, knowing that this isn't as bad as I kind of thought it was going to be, I'm gonna try my my dynamic duo here. So, whoa, okay, there we go. I always flip to the shop first. Special equipment, is it in here? It is. So, I kind of like the Zix. It's not OP like SnowRunner, which is what everyone was expecting, and why a lot of people don't like it is it's not OP. And I would say that you need to be a little bit more than a steering wheel holder with this one. You actually have to drive it. So that would, I think that's why most people don't really like it. But this is my favorite pair right now. Is this heavy track crane and the Zix. They can get a lot of projects done together. Wherever you need to lift an object, odds are this crane can get to it, yet the Zix can't. As you can see, if you pack it in here, you got room for cargo, plenty of it. Especially if you pull up and get your crane out over the fifth wheel. You got room for a couple large generator boxes or something of that nature back there. So, personally a fan. And again, if you need the cargo out front to get the crane off first, you can do that. Or, because it's on tracks and a swivel, you can just 180 the tracks and drive off that way. So, let's hit the road, Jack. We got 6 logs. Oh, we have 6 logs in storage. Okay. Well, that changes what's going to go on here. Before I send these two, then it's risky, and I'll probably end up altering the sand after, making a black hole of sand, but I'm gonna go for it. I think we'll deploy our log carrier and we'll get that bridge built. Now again, we could deploy the harvester and just cut down 6 trees that are over there, but I got a sneaking suspicion that this guy's gonna be needed later. So we'll grab those out, and we'll go build that bridge. Okay, so yeah, don't mind the screen tears to the crane. It's a little annoying, but if you use it as a guide, you can pick your logs up pretty well. See, if you get your screen tear all lined up with the log, and then toggle your Why is it not going down far enough? Okay, there we go. There we go. I don't know why I was missing so bad there first couple tries. Oh, what's going on here? I dropped it. Okay, so we'll toggle our cloud. We'll come down. And then hopefully... What are you doing? Is that? You got it now? There we go. Now we got it. Okay. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to bring the stump and butt it up against the cage of the bunk, or cabin protector, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll toggle our claw, and it's good and centered. Now, hopefully we can perhaps this is due for a fix. Are we on the ground now? There we go, we're on the ground now. Oh, okay, now we can lift it up. And if you want to be OCD about your packing and try to get as many logs on as possible, just alternate your ends. So that way you have like a trunk and a top kind of alternating each other. Whoa. Simmer down. There we go. Now we're getting it sorted. There we go. Whoa. Okay, so I think we're going to have to readjust here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to reach those last couple. So. I think we're good there. Gotcha. There we go. Get a little better with each one, you know how it is. There we go. There. Now we're just gonna lay that down behind us. Ditch our crane mode. Strap our logs in. Let's go build our bridge. As you can see, not a super grading job, but not really a concern just yet. Point is to get the sand down here and get a path for us to travel. Because knowing what you're in for ahead of time is very handy for preparations. So. And you can see here the log forwarders having no problems guiding through the sand road. And I mentioned that because his turning radius is terrible. Like that was full turn, like just barely 90 degrees. So, and if you're going slower, it's even worse. So there's that. But let's go for the bridge. Now we just got to reverse out of the way for it to finish. There it is. Now as long as we don't plow the sand close to this bridge, we got a fairly smooth on and off. This one will never be because we'll probably end up dropping sand there, which will create the chasm again. So. And just because of its capability, we're going to keep running it this way. I don't recall if there's stars going all pirate. I don't recall if there is a sand quarry over here close to this yard we're about to roll up on.
The machine yard is still standing. With our usual luck, there'd be a crater instead. Yet, here it is.
I'll
And it just needs some dust brushed off. I can hardly believe my eyes.
There's a concrete slab if you need it. We'll take that back to storage eventually. Over here we got steel beam facility. And we got 3 doors coming out of there, so probably 3 convoys. And then it looks like we got a few more over here at the machine yard. So. And we might try throwing that in there too, so we'll see how things go. But yeah, there's 3 more garages for convoys. Take a little look-see around here, see if there's any forklifts or anything. There's another convoy door. A bunch of steel in that bin there. There might even be a couple usable logs in this pile. Let's find out. No, nothing in this pile that's usable. But we might be able to see some. They literally just show up as green logs on your resource tab. So if you scour the map from your resource tab, you can generally pick up a few. So, but as the map shows, we're gonna keep heading in that direction. It's about time we make a vehicle switch though, because the logging forwarder's not the quickest cat. So let's jump into the Malamute. I'm gonna take a quick 2, and I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Apologies. summertime, you gotta stay hydrated. This part of the world, anyway. Other folks in the south have winter, but it's our summer, so even in winter, stay hydrated. All that good stuff. Whoa. At least the tires are big on this, so when you hit stuff, you just kind of bounce a bit. But sometimes that's also a bad thing. Like if it's just a single pointy rock and it spits you out, flips you. So we're gonna roll around in behind here. And there is a pathway up there that goes around as well. But we also got another bridge here we can build out. So the real kicker is we have 8 slabs plus 1 hiding there, as you can see. And we can't build concrete bridges yet. Now, we do have this steel beam facility and we could make a metal bridge. But the thing with the metal bridges is they have a top structure framework. And it ends up really impeding your sorry, I kind of trailed off there. It really ends up impeding your taller vehicles from getting through with your booms. So now honestly I really don't know what the difference is between these. They take the same amount of logs and they visually look the same. So I don't know, let's try it. And so you can see all of these trees in here we can scoop up. And there's even some over here we can scoop up to make this bridge. So that's the next piece of machinery coming out of the yard. Because the other thing with the resource tab is you can see all your scrap and sellables. The yellow is the sellables. You can take them to the construction depot, sell them for money. The forklifts are worth 5,000 each, so they're the best coin. As far as yellows go that aren't war barrels or toys, the toy trucks. So this is the one log harvester we got. We got old Rusty, and that's it. The Greenway's the only thing we've bought so far, and that was for a little experiment carrying pipes. But it turns out the pike is still king for pipes. So let us go into the shop here and figure out some tree equipment here. We got lots of credits to spend and nothing really purchased, so we can grab the Aramatsu harvester. It's big, stable. Or we can just grab a shiny version of the tracked one. 20-meter tree scanner. Traction, which is kind of nice, and the zero turn is handy. This one also has the 20-meter tree scanner, but it's a little larger. Not as great for tight areas, but what the hey? Let's do it to it. Buy it. You betcha. And back to the garage. And let's get you out there. Deploy. Off to the field with them. Let's go cut some trees down. Sorry about that. Myself a little posture check here. Get up. Got closer to the mic. There's all that scrap on the way by as well. We could scoop that up. But we got different goals in mind here. Now I might have been able to fit the tracked harvester on the back of the Zix. But I don't know if the road's quite smooth enough for that. Whoa. Just yet. So it's it should be good enough for him to bring the crane through now. So I'm not too concerned about that. We just got to get a path through to that base. And so what I'm going to do over here is I'm not going to use the log forwarder. I'm just going to cut the trees down and then process them in the drop box for the bridge. And whenever I say drop box, I mean the yellow square. We're going to need a lot of sand there. It's getting nasty. A new Twitch follower, Flo, thank you. Appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying things. I'm just doing some preemptive infrastructure right now. I played some multiplayer the other day, and I kind of know what I'm in for here, so I'm getting some bridges built. I'm not gonna say better. It's different, right? Like SnowRunner scratches that itch where, like, if you want to pick a truck and go off-roading, then yeah, you can do that. You can haul some cargo, you can overload and stuff. But this one feels more like a builder to me than SnowRunner. Like, SnowRunner feels like a driving game, whereas this one feels like a building game. Like, the object isn't really to drive. Like, you get to drive, but it's not the object. I really think the object is more about the building. So it definitely scratches that itch. And like I mentioned, I played some multiplayer the other day, and it was fantastic fun. So it definitely has that going for it. The multiplayer in Roadcraft works much better than SnowRunner. I will give it that. So that's always good. Any notable bugs? There's some exploits that that might get changed. and there's definitely a few things I'm sure they're gonna fix up over time. But my only real complaint is the stability issues still. It's not quite up to speed of SnowRunner, but they're getting there. So I'm optimistic they'll have it all up to scratch within a couple months here. So plus there was the update that came, or the roadmap, sorry, that came out a couple days ago. So yeah, it should get better over time. It's my first time using this harvester, and it's better than the rusty one, but it's slow and steady, that's for sure. Do you have Roadcraft there, Flo, or SnowRunner, or both? Now, the thing is, I'm gonna forget about the stumps I made, and I'm gonna run into them myself. That's just the way it is. Story of my life. Same with SnowRunner. Hit the same stumps all the time. Process. No worries, ask away, Oh, I botched that. Womp womp. Yeah, it's, don't think of it like another SnowRunner, and you'll enjoy it a lot. But, if you go into it expecting like a SnowRunner sequel or any sort of runner sequel, you might be disappointed. If you have some buddies to play with on a regular basis, I think it'll be a blast for you. You can crane each other's vehicles up in the air, and you can hit ramps into the water with the trucks, and it's super fun. Like, it's more about enjoyment than about the struggle of SnowRunner. But yeah, picking your buddies up with the cranes are always fun. And if you want to haul cargo through some rough terrain, you can still do it. I could have done all of everything I'm doing right now. I do not need to do to get where I'm going. I just know that later on in the map, I'm going to want all of this infrastructure available to me. So I'm not exactly speed running to the next vehicle or the next base. I'm bringing out all the equipment, and I'm going to try to get this operation going before I need it, right? So just little preemptives. Hopefully I don't botch this tree like the last one. There we go. But one nice thing about it is it adds a little bit of farm sim, which I also like, where you get to use different equipments than just cargo hauling trucks, like the harvester here, and there's a logging truck that I have parked just up around the corner there, so the log carrier. And there's cranes that are super fun once you figure out the controls. They have a legacy setting now, so the cranes are much more SnowRunner like, even down to the L and R bumpers. So lots of people are digging that now. I think there's lots of replayability options to it. Oh, sorry. Let's see here. Got frustrated with SnowRunner because I mostly play single. Got stuck in the game a lot. Yeah, it totally happens. It's pretty rough to finish quests and all the maps and DLCs. It's a lot, man. It's like 1,000 hours if you know what you're doing. Like, a campaign in SnowRunner's 1,000 hours if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing and it's your first time seeing the maps, some of them can take 100 on their own. Like Amor. Amor's I'm gonna call it the hardest map in the game. And I bet you it took me over 100 hours to do it the first time. And it still takes, like, if I were to redo it now, I'd probably still take 75 hours doing it. So it's some of it's rough. So I mean, it's one of those. I think it's a love or hate game. That's why it's got such a niche market, and I think that's why everybody really wants a second one. But if they put the second one on this engine, like this sort of game engine, then I think the second one will be even better than people want. So there's definitely promise. They'll incorporate some expeditions, and they'll incorporate some Roadcraft, and maybe in a couple of years we'll get SnowRunner 2 or the next runner game. Yeah, I've heard it's gotten a lot better in the last year. I follow the original Zing, and he plays it a lot. And he said he wasn't enjoying it at first either, but they've really improved it in the last year, which seems to be the unfortunate story with games now. I mean, you got No Man's Sky, it launched terrible, and now it's great. You got Cyberpunk, it launched terrible, and it's now great. Even SnowRunner at launch wasn't an amazing game, getting great reviews. So it's just the unfortunate fact of the gaming industry right now. But I bought Expeditions just to support Saber and Focus, but I have not played it. I haven't even downloaded it, man. So yeah, right. Like, you know, they don't want to put out something. They don't want to put out something that's trash or that people aren't going to enjoy. Which you know, respect to them. One more and it's sitting in the freaking water right there. And the other thing with the game market, I don't know if I don't want to play, well, never mind. I'm not going to say anything. It's just it's annoying what some people grumble about, and I was just going to grumble about something that's equally annoying. So I'll just shut my old face hole and get the slog forwarder out. So yes, I'm gonna drive over here and pick it up right now. That's what I got this guy for. Now, this guy's a little finicky about, well, let's not call it finicky. Let's say I haven't used it enough to be familiar. So, we'll say that. See, this might be something that they plan to fix. Is see how like the log crane almost looks like it's stuck, like it's being blocked by an invisible wall. That is, I believe, something they need to fix, because that just kind of glitches out. The frame tear doesn't bother me so much, but not being able to get my crane down. Or maybe it can't reach. Maybe I can't reach. I'm going to, yes, I'll retract the comment for a minute. This could just be a loose nut behind the wheel kind of problem. Oh, we'll find out. Now, the other option for picking up logs that you can use in this version of Saber games is you can use the cranes to pick up logs now. So that's a really nice plus. Gaming is like food, it's a thing of taste, and I understand why some people are complaining. We have a saying, it's shit in people's taste, or something, so... Yeah, exactly, right? So, everybody's got their own flavor, and, you know, some people like vanilla, some people like chocolate. Be, kind of boring if we were all the same, right? So... now, as far as this crane operation goes, it can go into the water, so that's, I'm gonna start blaming myself here in a second. 1 second. Yep, see? Just plain old boneheadery. Can't blame the equipment when it's a loose nut behind the wheel. Alright. So get that folded down in there. We'll climb our way out of this hole. Okay. Switch back over to our scout here. And onward. The mud physics seem more forgiving than Mud Runner, meaning you can easily get it. Yeah, they are. They made it driver friendly for sure. It's definitely nowhere near as frustrating as Mud or Snow Runner, for sure. No, yeah, I did. I went the wrong way. All right. Well, there are spots where like lesser vehicles will get stuck. This is the third to last scout that's available right now. So it's pretty beefy and it's pretty capable. As you can see, it can just plow over the small sapling trees. Congratulations, man. I'm so new to this, I have no idea what you're leveling up and earning with that. But once I do, it'll actually mean something. So, this is gonna be our next base here, which is what I wanted to get to and build the infrastructure for. And now, little hint they give us is if you can see the yellow handles, you gotta pull it open. If you can't see the yellow handles, it's a push open. It doesn't really have a difficulty selector right now. they dropped an announcement the last couple days ago, and they were adding fuel and hard mode and things of that nature coming in September. So I would assume they might do something very similar to SnowRunner, where they give like all the options for New Game Plus kind of things. But don't fully expect that, because you have the ability to reset regions you've already completed, and so that will replace all the infrastructure you put down. So if you paved the whole region before you get like good equipment and it looks like a dog graded it, then you can reset the region and replay it. Or if you're stuck at a point where you can't earn money or can't progress, you can go and like restart an earlier region and re-earn all the money you've already gotten once. So, plus you can always switch things up and do bridges or roads or build different routes, do different shenanigans like that. So, it's pretty fun. I haven't noticed the well, you notice the missing damage when you're doing shenanigans like this, just driving over all the brake pulls and stuff, because you're not blowing out tires and suspensions. And you can take revenge on all the stumps in this game and trees that have ever gotten you in Runner. So that's kind of a nice perk. And again, I really don't think it's like meant to be like a super involved challenge like the runners. Well, you can plow them out of the way in this. Like for all the people that said, I wish you could really change the region. This is where it's at. You can repave almost everything. You can plow all the rocks out of the road. You can crane them out of the road. You can cover them in sand. You can make them all disappear if you want. Same with the stumps. What have we here? Yeah, so it's just a different itch. It's a different itch. Like Runner, you go in knowing that you're going to get stuck and you're going to flip and you're going to get frustrated. And you might need to walk away for a few minutes and take a breather. But this game, yeah, I like that that most of it's a breather, and you can just have fun doing shenanigans for the sake of doing shenanigans. Well, I hope you enjoy it, man. I really do. It's super fun. It's super chill. The AI will only get better as well, so if that's frustrating you, they'll probably get better with that. So I would say the goal of the game, as you can see right now, is I won't get out of that tab because it's kind of distracting. I started this map over here, and I laid all of this sand and graded it, flattened it out. And then I built the bridge here with my other equipment. And then I built this bridge here as well. All just so I can drive some equipment over here and crane all this debris out of the way. But eventually, as if you notice when I was driving around, there was some garage doors. You can see them sometimes right there. The yellow ones with the red trim around them. That's where the AI convoys are either going to enter the map or exit the map. And so there's 3 over here, and there's a few over here, and all of this region will end up being route at some point. I know there's stuff that goes north. Yeah. Exactly, right? Like SnowRunner, you just kind of delivered the steel beams and the concrete for the bridge. In this, you choose where the bridge goes, when you want it, how you want it, and then you bring the materials to it. So it's kind of cool in that way. And let's see here. Yeah, so this map, as of right now, I can build wooden bridges or a metal bridge. But the region is so full of trees that you can just drop wooden bridges wherever your tree cutter is, and just farm the region with bridges. So if you don't like a gap, bridge it. Or so here's a spot here where I chose to build a bridge because I haven't been doing much bridge building. Blah. Say that a few times fast. And so a general idea is to just drop sand along here. But yeah, I want to build more bridges, so this seems like the area to do it. Yes, there is paving equipment. I haven't brought them out yet, but there is paving equipment right here. So this is the upgraded paver, and this is the upgraded dozer, and then this is the starting paver and the newer version. Same with the small bulldozer. So you can't technically upgrade your vehicles, but you get a rusty version for free, which is this one, and then you can buy a brand new version, which actually has, like, I'm gonna say it's roughly 20 to 33% better. So if you notice the stat category, there's a little change in them. Seen trailer online, people were paving a road in a co-op session. Yep. Yeah, definitely the best way to go, especially if you want to pave like long, massive roads, is you have one buddy laying sand, one buddy doing the grading, one buddy doing the paving, and then one buddy doing the rolling. And yeah, you can smash stuff out. It's super fun. There's a couple different dump truck variations as well. Again, you can go into the shop, and there's even more equipment. Like there's another roller at level 19 that I'm not up to yet, but and the loaf, it's even more awesome in this game. Where is it? It's literally a tank now. Oh, I passed it, didn't I? Oh, you can't buy it, right? You only get a rusty version. Right here. So it's called a field service vehicle, and you can recover all of your vehicles to it. So you can drive it somewhere and then just start recovering all of your needed equipment to where it already is. So you don't have to drive them there one by one. But at the same time, if you wanted to drive them all there one by one, still an option. And this thing can pull just about anything in the game. So, and then there's a level 20 version that acts as a mobile base. So not only can you recover your vehicles to it, but you can, what am I trying to say? You can drop off and receive cargo, like warehouse cargo. You just complete the objectives. So our main one right now is to scout this area. And once I clear all the debris inside the zone, then I'm going to get this location as a base. And then I'll get 2,800 experience and 6,700 credits. And then the other way to to increase your cash flow is if you go to the resource tab, and there was one over here. So the green is trees, the blue is scrap metal. So you can take the scrap metal and you can turn it into beams and pipes, and you can sell those. Or the stuff that's blinking yellow, you can sell it directly for credits. And so all these yellow items, you can pick them up, throw them in the truck, and then take the truck over to the supply depot, or construction depot it's called, and sell them for cash. You can take this tractor here over to the steel pipe or the steel beam facility, drop it off and turn it into beams or pipes, and then sell those if you want to, or you can use them for tasks. Oh yeah, there's always something to do. You can always find something to do. This kind of stuff is scattered throughout the map. They have there's little Easter eggs called Warhammer 40k barrels, because if you find them and sell them, they're worth 40k, and they have little Warhammer eagle on them. There's little toy trucks you can find as collectibles. You can also sell those for 10 grand a piece. The forklifts here sell for 5,000 a piece. So you can always just go around scrounging stuff, or you can just spend your day making a bunch of beams. You can go around the shoreline, pick up all the debris if you want. Stuff like that. I even had an idea of like making a beach area, like building out an area and like making a beach and just covering it with freaking sand. Just silly stuff like that if you wanted to. I really think there's lots of ideas to this. People are just stuck on the fact that there's no fuel and no damage as of right now. So that said, let's get back into it. This is the Roadcraft 605. Yeah, and farm sim as well, I think, played a big role for construction sim. So when you get this, don't expect the SnowRunner 605. They toned it way down. It's not the OP beast that it is in SnowRunner. This is a truck that struggles in this game if you don't prep the roads for it and you're hauling too much. But yeah, if you like builders like Minecraft or like City Skylines, stuff like that, Manor Lords, you'll probably enjoy this. Construction sim, farm sim, stuff like that. Similar to those. Just don't expect a runner game. You can just plow through all the mud and go out and enjoy yourself like that, but it's not the focus on this one, so it's not top notch. But if this is the base for SR2 or Runner 3, whatever you want to call it, then I think it'll be a good game when it gets here. So as long as we enjoy this one and Saber and Focus still get some support, and we should be all right. We'll get Runner 2 eventually. But so the conventional start for this is most people take out their scout like I did, and they go right for the other scout, which I already have because I played some multiplayer the other day, so I got that scout through that. So I'm not rushing straight for it. And most people bring their scouts to this base and ended up just having to winch everything out of the way. But what I'm trying to do is I'm going to go try to collect all those cars and sell them right off the bat, or turn them into more beams right off the bat. So I saved the clutter from the shop area. Again, not the SnowRunner 605, so don't go plowing through that stuff. You're gonna have a bad time. So you still get some runner. It's just not the main focus. As you can see, this one's called the 605E because I believe it's for like equipment transporter. So yeah, don't expect the R. There's no race variant in this game. So it will happen that if you have this crane on this truck, you will have to pull the truck with the crane. So it's not a beast anymore. It's just one of the guys now. As you can see, even on this flat road, we're not going to get flying. But if you once you get used to it, do some vehicles have selectable four-wheel drive and locking differentials? Yes. As of right now, without the fuel, there's no penalty to using them. So you just turn them on all the time and leave them on. I think where's the old Scout at? Because the Scout's got selectables. Where did I ditch him? Okay, well, that's perk of the list. We can just jump in. So yeah, with this guy, I can turn him off and just put him in two-wheel drive. I assume with the addition of fuel, there's going to be an all-wheel drive penalty or a diff lock penalty, the same as runner. So it'll all come together, slow but sure. But yeah, with no penalty, put them on, leave them on. Even in SnowRunner, I found the fuel usage of the two to be somewhat negligible on most vehicles. I say most because a couple of them it was very noticeable as soon as you kicked it in. And same, the little touches in this game, like the water there as you go across the wooden bridge. Beautiful. I love it. And if you zoom right in, you get the sputter and the stutter. You can see the drive shafts. The shadows are looking dope too. They added a cinematic view, so it'll just alternate for you. Like I'm not doing anything, it's just switching. It does its own thing every few seconds. And it's a pretty beautiful game. Yeah, oh yeah, SnowRunner's got some awesome views too. It's one of the things that I love about them both. Is they got some fantastic views and sceneries. The details in the new trucks is top notch as well. Like when I hit the parking brake. Oh, parking brake. The windshield wipers too, whenever you get splashed with water. It rains a lot. That's another large complaint, is people don't like the rain. Yeah, the in-cabin sounds quite. You get the backup beepers too. Just revving the crap out of it. And for the most part, the speedo works. Uh-oh, I think I'm Going the wrong way now. Oh no, I'm not. It's just, yeah, just a bad route. Okay. Well, this is what I'm talking about, where there's no chance of the 605 getting through here. And now that I'm stuck, wondering how it behaves with the gaming wheel. I'm not too sure. I wasn't, personally, I wasn't a fan of SnowRunner with my wheel either. It's nice to just like drive around if you're going to, if you're just going to romp around risk-free with the wheel. But as far as like, I'm going to say committed gameplay, I wouldn't use my wheel for SnowRunner just because it's too hard to control the views and the quick winch with it. So, but that's just me personally. I like it more for just straight up racing games. I don't use my wheel for farm sim either. So this is what I was talking about, where it's just easier. One nice thing now is we have multi-point craning, but we can still go back to single point when we need to. So that's an awesome feature. Come on. Oh, I probably should have put his ramp up. I bet you that's what's catching me. I think if you were to like play through and like do all the roads and stuff, and then go around after the fact with like a scout or a pickup truck and just drive around on like all your fresh done roads, then that would be fantastic with the wheel. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't have any Moza products, but if there's like a truck wheel for like the sim games and stuff, then yeah, that's probably gonna work a lot better. But yeah, I've never delved into A or ETS, so I have no info or opinion on those. And I just have a cheap Logitech wheel. It was something I enjoyed, but I never got into it enough to upgrade my equipment, and the cheap one's still going, so. There we go. Back on some flat ground. So get him back on here. Alrighty, back on the road again. The other thing that Roadcraft might be lacking is waypoints for you. So you can't do like the blue waypoints like SnowRunner. You can drop flags and markers and stuff, but they are for the most part permanent until whoever placed them deletes them. Or perhaps the save folder can delete them. Yeah, the trees blowing in the wind is nice. The grass moves. The water physics are fantastic now. It's really nice looking game now. And yeah, if they do the same with the next runner, then it'll be very impressive. There's some more forklifts worth some money there. They always drop some money right at your base for you. So if you're looking for quick credits, there's always some to be had. And so what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to load all these scrap vehicles onto the Zix here, and I'm going to take them over back where we came from and turn them into steel beams. This is the construction depot where you can buy and sell stuff. Just talking about that one. And then this one here, it doesn't have any power. So we're gonna have to get out the cable layer and run power. You'll see this power line here has power. There we go. And this one doesn't. So actually what before I load them right up with nothing better to do with them, I'll do a quick little demo here on so many things to do. I see the advantage of multiplayer. Oh yeah, definitely. Or especially once you really get into the maps, like I haven't even finished the first task. This is kind of a continuation of the first task. So I haven't even done that yet. And like I've already been playing for 2.5 hours and I haven't even done the first task yet. But these yellow bits here, I'm gonna toss them on there first, and I'm gonna go sell them for some credits. There's same with the forklifts that were over here. We'll throw them on too, load them with credits. These kind of light bluish white flashing things, those are concrete rubble, and you can turn those into concrete slabs once you find that facility. So yeah, let's get into some scrap cleanups. So now I'm going to switch back to multi-point, just in case. But I just want the yellow stuff. So tires are yellow, forklifts are yellow. There's the toys that I mentioned earlier, and the barrels. Those are sellable. The rest of this stuff here can be turned into metal scrap. Or is scrap metal, I should say. The only thing they haven't given us yet is most 2-inch points, but again, small gripe that once you get used to and sort the crane out a bit, as long as there's not 100 objects like this, it's pretty task friendly. So but yeah, I bet you could probably spend a couple 100 hours in this, not even doing any tasks if you wanted to. Just going around collecting things or building a little scrap empire. scooping up all the electrical spools for garage coffee tables. And you can always get as OCD as you want with it. I could have brought in the bulldozer and just plowed all this stuff into the corner as well and been done with it 2 hours ago. So, you know, yeah, you just you play your style and enjoy it for what it is, and don't expect it to be a runner. Look at it more for the builder side, and you'll have a good time. I wasn't even sure if I'd enjoy this, so to the point where I didn't really bother playing the demo. I watched a couple of videos of people playing the demo, and I was like, how's that fun? And then I was like, oh, well, you know, I do kind of like Farm Sim. So. Let's get back to normal. Another bug that I'm sure they're working on is if you exit the game with things spun 180 of like how they should be, you might get launched into outer space when you reload. And the way to tell is just which trigger you need to make the move. I think this is just my reverse trigger, and most of them beep, so there's always that going for you too. It's pretty funny, like, to be honest. If you know it's coming, it's totally funny. If you spent 2 hours like loading up forklifts from across the map, and then your truck explodes, people get frustrated. And yeah, there's still some of those runner physics where when things explode, they still just kind of hang in the air a bit, but you can still run back over with your crane and scoop them back up again. What am I doing? There we go, wrong buttons. Another nice thing is if you or your buddy get it first and the other one just wants to catch up, is you can scoop your buddy's save progress, or he can scoop yours. Right, so I don't know the... Oh yeah, everything's got a horn too. And the AI are hilariously aggressive, so that's always enjoyable. And by hilariously aggressive, I mean they will honk at you if you even get near them. It's hilarious. You end up like road raging against the AI the whole time, or they end up road raging against you, and it's back and forth. It's good entertainment while you're playing. There's also cargo straps. Tried Farm Sim a couple of times, but you need to have at least a basic knowledge of farming. Okay. Yes, I found that as well. If you want to play on that setting, you definitely you need a couple tutorial videos. Once you figure out the order of operation, though, it just turns into each month is more or less like a different crop kind of thing. is what I tried to do with it. I made myself a little cheat sheet. I found like a 30-second to a minute-long short, and the dude was like, if you want 100% fertility, do this, then this, then this, then this, then this. And I was like, perfect. I'm fucking taking notes. Okay, so, but yeah, cargo straps now. Super good. You can just strap stuff down and call it good. There's no auto loading as of right now either, so everything's all crane work has to be manual. So the forklifts are worth 5,000 a piece. I think the tires are only worth 250 a piece, and I don't know what the spools are worth. I will guess. Oh, can't take it. Traffic lights. Okay, well, I was gonna go straight, but I wasn't sure, so now I'm just going straight. So I'll guess 500 on the, on the spools there, and I should have like 12 grand if I make it there. Oh, and I passed it. You silly human. I knew it had to be like right there. Okay. Well, going around the corner now after that. And that. It can fall off if you don't strap it. And if you tip over and unstrap it, it all falls all over the place. If you recover a vehicle with cargo in it, the cargo drops on the spot. So you don't necessarily lose it, but you do have to go retrieve it. But I do believe everything has item permanence. So if you put a car on a roof and come back a few months later, that same car's still going to be on the roof. So, oh, this is where we cruise into our shop, and we have to unstrap everything before we can sell it. And yeah, little under 12 grand. And the price you see there is how much you can buy cargo for. So if you need extra or didn't produce enough, or you just don't want to salvage, go buy some cargo. Call it done. All right, now we'll go back and load up all those cars onto this beast. And then I'll have to bring the crane back over here because they leave you like a forklift at every single one of them. So you can sell that forklift that's sitting there for another 5 grand. Did I pass it again? I did. That's the downside to the no waypoints. Is you get yourself lost until you learn the map, and then it just becomes more muscle memory, especially the more time you spend in the map. I don't think it'll change. They've never ever really changed the environment. They've just added or removed mechanics. So I don't think money will ever be an issue, even in a so-called hard mode, unless they like eliminate it from quest completion. Like, if all you got was experience for finishing tasks and stuff, then maybe. But there's so much money laying around that it's ridiculous. The map I just finished is called Sojourn, and I picked up 40 forklifts from there last night for an extra 200k. So I really don't expect it to change, and all these vehicles turn into to beams or pipes, and you can sell those for tons of cash too. So, oh, what do we got there? Yeah, there. Sell 50 resources to construction depot. Sweet. Don't feel restricted buying equipment in SnowRunner. Some of the vehicles were really hard to purchase. No, I really don't, because everything in this is specialized. So you will need at least one of them. You can, but the beauty thing is you can kind of like pick your poison. So, can't enter there. I'll jump over to the shop. So, in the top left, there's all the categories: scouts, special equipment, roadworks, cargo haulers, loggers, and cranes. You're going to need some form of each of those. So, depending on which crane you feel like using out of all of these cranes, it's going to depend on personal choice. The Mule T1 is the only small cargo vehicle with a crane. Like, it's the only cargo and crane combo right now. They're talking about adding more, and people are talking about how this is the only vehicle they use for stuff, which I don't find the case. It's very handy for small tasks, but there's lots of stuff that if you load 2 things on this, then your front wheels aren't touching the ground. It's hard to steer. But if you take like a crane and the Zix, or a small crane and the Pike, then you have a more off-road capable truck and a better crane. So, you know, there's flavor choice there. No, there's no upgrades to the vehicles. They come as they are. The only difference is between rusty and new vehicles. And so this is a rusty Pike, 2, 2, 2, and 3. But the brand new version is 3s across the board. The weight doesn't change, but the stability, mobility, and capability go up by 1. That's why I say the newer vehicles are like 20 to 33% better than the rusties, because that does affect speed as well. So this Pike is faster than this Pike. And then, like, as far as like your logging equipment goes, you can use a tract harvester like this one, or you can pull out the Aramatsu one that I was using earlier. So you'll need one of them, and you'll probably eventually need a logging forwarder truck. You'll get one of these guys for free. You'll get a free stumper. They give you just about one of everything you're gonna need throughout the playthrough. And you can customize your company colors and your company logo. So at any point, you can return to the hub. That's kind of your map center. And then once you're in here, you can view all the stats and stuff about your gameplay. So there's all my maps at 100%. I still have Sandswept and Kernel to go after this. And again, because I've been in here for almost 3 hours and haven't completed a task, I'm still at 0% on Deluge. You can view everything you got in your garage here. You can shop for more vehicles here. And then you can customize your company here. So that's my company logo there with the little compass in the mountains. My colors are in the bottom left there, the yellow with the black V kind of thing. You can change your company colors to any of these. And if you notice in the background, there's a couple of vehicles with the color on as well. So you can take a peek at what they look like while you switch. These 5 here require the pros from like the SnowRunner stuff. So you need to connect your pros account, I think, to get these, or just follow the QR code that shows up when you play. Because if you have SnowRunner, you get a discount on this, or you used to. I don't know if that's still a thing. As far as that goes, that's the only customization. Yes. So and then it gives you a quick overview of all your stats so far. You can see I've sold 2 toys there at the bottom, and I don't know what the total money earned is. They talk about how you're like a subcontractor for a larger company, so I'm guessing the company charges that, and you make what's in the top right is my guesstimate. It didn't show up my multiplayer session because I didn't really save the progress. I just saved the vehicle I got, and my total bridge is built, all your asphalt and stuff. Recycled resources. So keeps you nice and up to date on what you're doing. And then you can restart any map you've already finished. So if you go into something you've already finished, you have the option to press A and continue the mission, or in the bottom left, if you hold down, you can restart the map from a fresh beginning. So if for whatever reason you get some rando online that just dumping sand all over the place on you, then you just kick them out of your game, you restart the map, and hope you weren't too far in. But yeah. Any other questions? Feel free to ask, man. I don't mind taking a little detour. Thanks, million. Really appreciate it. No problem, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Oh, thanks a lot. Yeah, I'm on YouTube as well. Oh yeah, definitely. Get to bed. Don't be late for tomorrow. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate the follow and everything. And yeah, I wish you well, man. Have the best. Enjoy. Thanks, man. You too. Have a good day tomorrow. There we go. I'm trying to fit them all on here. I think I have to reposition this truck first. Start off perpendicular to begin with. Let's see. Yeah, I want that back up. That's right behind me. Balance this load out. There we go. Nice. How did you straddle that? Beautiful. Beautiful. There we go. Now we'll get this tractor on here. Here we go. All right, let's get out of my own way here. Get off the edge of that trailer. What you doing? Why are you freaking out? Oh, there we go. Oh no, tractor, what are you doing? Okay, tractor, enough shenanigans. None of that now. Alright, now for these last few bits, I'm just going to yoink them over here into this hole. I don't think the return on the beam will be worth trying to pack them in, so. Camera, what's going on? Whoa, that building is... Camera does not like that building being so close. There we go. That should fix that. All right, we can get those vehicles out of here and onto the beam facility. And I think this place will be all sorted out. We'll crush these breakables just to get them out of the way, clean things up a little more. And then we'll get the Zix out of here over to the beam facility. And then if we need to, we'll have, pardon me, hiccups. We'll have resources for some metal bridges. There we go. The other thing is getting the Zix over here right now without that road sanded is going to be a little tricky. So tricky, it's so tricky. Just with all of the mud down in along there and stuff. So we'll just get him out of the way and roll him over there once we establish the road. We'll fire him back up. Toggle our ramps and our straps and roll out. Who's shaking around back there? Stop it.
The dam has suffered some breaches, so we need to go check it out. Also, Sandwing is suffering a blackout, either because of the earthquake or flooding, or maybe both. Can you take a look at the local power line and see if there's any damage? We also need you to bring a backup generator from the machine yard to the municipal transformer station. That should get them some power until the grid is completely restored. And if that isn't enough work for us, the pipes near Sandwing have burst, making the roads impassable. We need to replace the burst pipes with new ones, which you can get from the machine yard.
All right, and I got 3 in storage, Kelly, so there's that too. Reach the dam way over there. Figure out the reason for the blackout, which is right there. A couple objects to pick up and deliver, which are at the machine yard presently. Repair damage from the pipe system failure. So we got one here. And one here. And we got a road to build right here. And we got our new base of operations. Now we are going to need some sand quarries for all of this road building. So that road is in a quarry zone. Neither one of these are active, but we really want to activate this one and get this route here done. So we'll do that. All right, we got that route. We got that quarry activated now, so we can get some sand in between these middle sections here. The other option is to build a road straight down here, or to bring everything along here. Well, let's see which direction they drop us. We'll check out our countryside base here. Now we'll, whoa, bowhead, whoa. We'll try taking him out this back exit here. See what it's like and if it's worth running the road back here or not. If the hill is going to be too steep, it's probably not a good idea. But that can be leveled out. Well, that's there now. So. That is a lot of driving to save. I think that looks like a good path. Come on. Bring it down right here. And we'll fill this hole in. Close. Thank you. All right. Let's back up and build again. There we go. Hopefully we can get a little roll back here. Yeah. Now I'll get this route filled in with sand, and then we'll get the dozers up here. Uh-oh. Okay, no. Thought I just crashed. It seemed like a very abrupt end to that sanding refill. Oh, there must have been a stump there. It's not there anymore. Take that. I think this will work out. Nice little back road to the base. We'll sand this stump as well. There we go. See if we can't stay out of our own way, at least a little bit. Jump in the dozer. Oh, right. We got to slow roll it till we get out of the box. Ah, stop it. Let me out. Just want to get out and drive. There we go. Free. Just in time to throw it back into low. Alright, smooth that out a bit more after we drop a little more sand down there. We'll run a bagel through this and should be good to go. Alright. So give this a little shave down. Okay, where's our bagel? There he is. Off to the base with him. Parked in my own way again. Oh no. That piece of debris is gonna get hung up under there. Yeah. Made leaky. Alright, so where's our radius? We're basically at the edge of it right here. Okay. So we'll jump back in bowhead here. Alright, now I'll just start running the two of them. Well, that didn't go exactly as planned, but pretty close, pretty close. So let's fill him up and roll forward. You can do it, Leaky. Get up there. So, little infinite sand trick. Bowhead fill. Bagel fill. Now we just keep an eye out and we refill again. And refill again. And we're tipped up. Oh, his core's radius is larger than the bowhead's. That's why I couldn't reach him for the refill. There we go. Got them both filled up. Now, there was, yeah, that was over there, so we should just have to go to the bridge, really. Or so it seems. There we go. Now we're all nice and sorted. There we go. That fill them up. Okie dokie. Fill them up. Fill them up. Fill them up. Oh, sweet. I can reach. Perfect. So now just to fill him back up, we'll do that. And then hit him with that. And then we'll just keep topping up the bagel. There we go. We'll get to the bridge with this one and then just spin around. Alright, a little touch there in the middle in that spot I missed, and break out the dozers. Alright, out the road. Get out of the way. What are you doing? Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Excellent. Okay. There's the old dozer. There it is. Giddy up. Alright, we're almost there. A little more dozing. Alright. Let's head ourselves back up the hill now. Head her back up the hill and back to the base. Hopefully we get something drivable anyway. Just throwing down our sand for now. Just want to get the Zix back over to steel beam facility there and get those old cars off them, and then get a little more into the objectives. We'll go discover the Lynx that I was able to nab in a multiplayer the other day, so we'll do that, and we'll have some beams for later or for credit, whichever we need them for. Or bridges even. But I know we need some pipes, and we got a few in storage, so should be okay on that end. My OCD's telling me to go again, but regression is telling me to call it good enough. So I think we'll call that good enough. Jump into the crane here. Go figure out which one of these glitchy vehicles doesn't really want to be on the Zix. We'll see if we can't get them over to Beam Factory. Get them into recycled into something good. Do you not like to be there? Is that what was going on? Okay. Whatever that was. I want you glitching out on me while I'm trying to drive there. Guys, come on. We don't need that. Whoops. Okay, I get it. You don't like 4 cars and a tractor. But I think you'll manage. I believe in you. I hope. We'll either end up with a truck launched into space or some metal beams at the end of it. I'm pretty sure one of 2 things is gonna happen here. Uh-oh. Cannot secure cargo. Why not? Is it because it's dancing all over the place? Or because I dropped my tractor? Can't secure it. There we go. It's secure now. Okay, we're just gonna leave the tractor behind. Doesn't seem to want that on there, so it'll stay. And really, there is, at this present moment, there's no point in doing this, but it's just for the cleanliness around the shop, and to have some steel beams in backup, just because a little bit of extra resources, never a bad thing. Better to have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. So that's why I'm going to take these up there now. Alright, let's try this hill. I couldn't get 2 steel pipes up that hill yesterday. I think it's just because the tire got caught on a rock and then it all bugged out. But we'll try this side with 4 cars and hope we make it.
It's a minor miracle the machine yard is still standing. With our usual luck, there'd be a crater instead. Yet, here it is. And it just needs some dust brushed off. I can hardly believe my eyes.
Thanks again, Kelly. There's even that scrap pipe that we can bring over for some more beams. And now that I'm in the zone, I'll unstrap. There we go. 4 cars equals 10 steel beams. All right. It's a pretty good haul. So I think I'm just going to reverse him out of the way here. Oh, not quite as good as I thought it was going to be there, so still out of the way nonetheless. All right, with the base all cleared up, we can start focusing on some tasks now. Including we'll get this going too. Yep, we got tons of fuel tokens, so we'll use them up. All our quarries activated. Next, we're gonna need some power. So we gotta reach the dam over there. We got to reach that location, visit the local power line, check if it's true. Been asked to deliver the backup generator. So those are got to go there, and we pick them up here at the machine yard. So a couple generators up to there. And then we got to go find some locations over there. The dam is one. The Lynx is another. And then we need to replace those two pipes and build this road out. So, as for building that road out, we're going to start with it. Actually, negative. We're going to switch back and we're going to go find the Lynx with the Lynx. So that way there's less spoilage that way, I guess we'll call it. We'll jump in the Lynx here. And now we'll go get the rusty version. So, one thing to note about the Lynx is it's got all-wheel steering. So it makes it very maneuverable. Giant tires and the all-wheel steering are a great combination. And I think it's off this way that we need to go find its brother or sister, however you think of your vehicles. Because yeah, I forgot that that's a big dead end, isn't it? Oh, there's power lines out there, so it looks like we can cross. Going for it. Full send. I think I gotta go over here. Definitely looks that way. There's definitely road here somewhere. I just gotta find it. There it is. There it is. Found it. Found it. Found it. Ooh, a flooded bridge. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Wait, is that... Those are rubber mud flaps. Awesome. That's not even steel fender. That's rubber mud flap. Cool. Nice touch. Nice touch. Alright, so... Let's start tracking the old Lynx. We gotta head left. Oh, stumps. Stumps. Why did I not look for stumps, you silly stump? Dumb as a stump, this one. Good grief.
This is going to sound a little crazy, because it is. This local fisherman is asking for a, let's say, sizable amount of wooden logs. He wants to build his own dam downriver to protect his fishing nets. But hey, if the man wants to pretend to be a beaver, who am I to deny him that experience? Anywho, if you want to, having him owe us a favor can't hurt.
Is it? So this fella here wants a whole bunch of logs, does he? Oh, maybe I'll give him an extra one for the fence I just broke. But let's go. Oh, stump! Stump! Don't hit the stumps. Alright. We finally finished the first 2 objectives. Only took 3.5 hours, but we got some roads sanded, some bridges made, and 2 objectives. Alright. So, we got a little side objective here is to bring 20 logs down and drop them off there. We'll jump in this and give the rusty one a little view here, and we'll keep it on the map just in case. But we'll jump back to the new one, and we'll ride off. Oh, burnt forest stumps, I bet. A lot of it. Oh, there's one, miss it. Yeah, see. It would be here. Wow, where am I? Nowhere near the road at all. Okay. Yeah, there it is. There it is. That's here's the joke. Let's jump in this bad boy and we'll go check it out. I drove past it the first time, I missed it. We noticed it last night and it was absolutely hilarious. Could have been the time of night, could have been something else, but good times were had by all. Anyway, we're just gonna make our way back this way a bit. Whoops. And we're gonna hit some trees while we're at it. There we go. Get ourselves a little turned about in the right direction. Whoa. Whoa. What a hole. Now, if I'm right, this should be where Buddy's hut is, right? Yeah. Yeah, so his little house shack is right there. So we got our little pink Eye Pier up here, walking out over the water at Poo Point, where we're gonna come back here and drop 20 logs. So yeah, that'll be fun for later. Might take a few days, but eventually it'll get there, right? So, that's just some silly shenanigans. Now, So for back onto the mains here, we got to reach the dam that's up here. So we'll track that because we're heading in that general direction. And then we got lots to keep us busy over here as far as a couple items to deliver from the machine yard to the transformer station. And we can, pardon me, hiccups. Pull the cable layer out and start running some power. But I'm gonna go back over here and follow on to the dam. See what work needs to be done over there. We can see it. You just gotta get there. Here we go. I think we made it. I think we made it. We made it to the dam. Is this like a goddamn? Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
It looks like there's a problem with the dam's water gate. We can't lift
Shocker
it
there,
because there's
Kelly.
debris in the way. And even if there was no debris, there's still no power. But we can clear out the debris and bring over the backup generator. Also, you don't have to do this. But it would make it easier for all of us if you flexed your muscle around here a bit. All you need to do is fill the sand pit and repair the road sections. Then plan a route for our convoy from the tunnel exit base to the dam area.
Well, that's it. That's all you've got for us, Kelly, is 4, 5, 6 things to do. Excellent, excellent. Alright, so we got a road to build over here. Looks like I've already sanded part of that. Sweet. Look at that. Look at that. We gotta bring Buddy some logs there. We gotta build another road up here. Oh wow, look at that one. Right through the trees. So yeah, there's some trees for our logging ventures. We got the dam up here. Got another sand pit here. And that looks like a drop-off location for something. Let's see. Clear out. Oh, clear the debris. Okay, so we're gonna need to get a crane truck over there. And we gotta bring the generator to the dam from the machine, the machine yard, where we also have a couple transformers or other generators sitting handy. So we'll be able to load them all up together and send out a big old truck. Those two gotta go there, and then that one's gotta go there. So couple big old convoys gotta head out, and some roads gotta be built. So good thing we sanded a little early and got things ready for all of this, because as you can see, we're gonna be driving all over the map on this one, so we're gonna need lots of routes and lots of pavement. So by the time we get to Kernel, it's even worse. So there'll be no shortage of road crafting and adventures next time. I will. That 4 hours just flew by very quickly. So next time I will try to have less ums and ahs to say for starters, because I'm starting to annoy myself with those. I can't imagine how you feel listening to it. And I will get a lot of these roads constructed, just the sand poured and graded and things of that nature, so you don't have to sit and watch me do that. We'll activate this quarry right now so that it's available. Don't see anything else for this evening, but oh, that's available, but doesn't offer a lot. But I think I will call it a night for today, and I'll be back tomorrow. I have all day, I think, and all weekend. So it should be a roadcrafting good time, and get some progress in. Maybe get this map done this weekend, or we'll even pop into a multiplayer. Maybe I'll stream that. So stay tuned for more updates from the roadcrafting and the sand laying, and pet your dogs and cats and whatever other animals you got, and we'll catch you next time. Have a good night, and if I don't see you, a good weekend, and enjoy the time you got. See you later.